this is Jess Moskaluke, and you're listening to Music Row with Leake.
Welcome to Music Row, a backstage pass to your favorite country artists. Here's your host, Leake.
Oops. There we go.
Oops.
Hello.
Why are you oopsing me?
I'm oopsing me.
Hi, Jess Moskaluke.
Hello, Jeff Leake. How are you?
I'm good. You seem like you're kind of rushed. You've been running around. Are they keeping you too busy today?
Yes, but also I'm not at home right now because our house is under renovation, and it's been a whole thing, and the audio situation is not great, so I had to run downstairs to get my headphones, but everything I do is a little winded lately, so I had to run down 3 flights of stairs to go get these that probably won't work, so that's why.
We found each other. We found each other on the internet. What kind of reno are you doing? It sounds like major reno if you can't even be in your house. Or are you just afraid of the asbestos?
No. No, we added on a good chunk of a house. When we built it, it was fairly small and didn't have a basement or anything. And then we decided to make it our forever home. So we're adding on. So they're just finishing sanding all the drywall right now. So it's just not the most fun thing to breathe in. So we're staying at my in-laws right now.
When it comes down to construction of a property, the sanding is the thing that nobody wants to do. Those guys who are doing sanding at construction jobs, they could probably charge any amount of money in the world and people would pay it because nobody wants that gig.
I know. And they're doing such a good job too. Like I'm saying that we don't want to stay in the drywall dust because the drywall dust is inevitable, but I actually thought that it was going to be so much worse. So they're doing a really good job.
Not only have you just released a song called Last Rodeo, which is a commitment to relationship, a commitment to love, you're committing to location by adding on. So it's a Last Rodeo house too.
Hopefully, yeah.
Hey,
that's funny.
Last time we talked, it was like 12 months ago or 11 months ago, you had just announced that you were going out on a fall tour, wrapped up the fall tour. Then we start seeing images coming across. You released the video for Last Rodeo and stuff. You show the beginning of the recording session where Jess doesn't appear to be with child. And then the later stages where you're definitely pregnant and or with a child, possibly a truck or a football team. How far along are you? Is it going to be any day now?
It's not any day now. Well, I mean, I guess technically it could be. Who knows? I'm 8 months right now. Hence the 3 flights of stairs being a large challenge at the moment.
Making you breathy. What a great time to have a kid, though, because you can go outside and you can live. Because where you live in southeastern Saskatchewan, you get real winter. Like,
oh, yeah, it's snowing right now, actually.
But it's like non-negotiable winter. Like, if you're living in a larger city, you can say go to the mall during the winter and just cruise around. You have to drive an hour to the mall?
Yeah, maybe a little further. Yeah.
Like you are remote. I love it.
Yep. Yeah, no, it's great. I think it is a good time to be pregnant too. Like I avoided the summer where I might be because I'm starting to get uncomfortable at this stage now, and like my hands and like everything feels swollen and whatever. So I'm glad that that's not happening in the summer. At least it's,
Do you find you're more annoyed today?
Honestly, not. I've felt pretty stable. There's a few times I haven't been irritable yet so much as sad every once in a while. A movie will hit me a little bit harder, or I'll just think about something and start crying. But honestly, I can probably count in the last 8 months, I could probably count on one hand how many times that's happened. I've been super lucky.
And people are just get out of the zone. Just look the other way. It's going to be it's just a quick storm. It's going to pass.
Yeah. No, Clay's been awesome. He's been super supportive about it. And if I need to cry over nothing, he's just like, yeah, let it out. Or the one night we were watching a movie and he fell asleep and he woke up.
Hang on. What movie? What movie was it?
Oh, what was it called? It's the new Miles Teller movie.
Because if it was like a horror film and you were crying, feeling sympathetic for the demon.
No, It was like a beautiful love story movie. I can't, I wish I could remember what it was called, but it's the new Miles Teller movie with Elizabeth Olsen, and it was really good. But he woke up and I was crying, and instead of being like, "What the heck are you crying about?" He did say that, and then I told him, and then he started crying too. So I've got a really supportive partner.
Do you have your "we got to go to the hospital now" emergency kit ready to go, or is the hospital coming to you because you're so remote? Like someone's just going to show up with like a mini bathtub in your kitchen and stuff. It's getting very
No.
personal. And by the way, I have no idea what I'm talking about.
No, we have most of our hospital bag packed, but then we kind of had to zip out of the house. So it's stuck under like drywall plastic right now. But yeah, we've got most of it packed. Still a few things to do for sure. But we will deliver in Brandon, which is about 2 hours away. So a little bit of added complication trying to figure out when it's time to go to the hospital.
So you will be giving birth in a different province.
That part, the logistics of that sucks a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. Like Brandon, you say it's 2 hours away. How far is Regina from you?
About two and a half.
That
So
extra
a
half
little bit,
hour, that's a lot. So
it can be, I'm sure it will be when I'm feeling that way. But on the reason that we really want to deliver in Brandon is around here in Rocanville, people choose one or the other. And almost everyone that I've talked to that's delivered in Brandon has had a really positive experience. And one of my best friends is a labor and delivery nurse at the hospital in Brandon, and she's picked up every possible extra shift in April that she can. So really hoping for a miracle that she'll be on shift that day.
and you want your friend to be around just to provide you with snacks
Yes, she knows what kind of snacks I like.
and
Yeah.
the right level of drugs, which is all
As many as they will give
like
me.
oral. You
Yeah.
can inject anything.
Put
It's
it
all good.
anywhere.
I
Yeah.
always find it weird too, like when women are pregnant, families are pregnant, however you want to word it.
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone has advice for
Oh yeah.
what to expect. And I just think it's such a weird thing. Oh, you got to do this. Oh, you got to do that. It's like, where were you 15 years ago with financial advice in just saying to me, don't buy a Firebird, you
Oh
know?
my gosh. And it's so funny because you know what I actually find is that the people with the most advice are genuinely people that you don't know and you've never met. They're people you run into in the grocery store. They're people that are commenting on your Instagram. My family and friends have been amazing with advice, and they've given it when it's needed or when I've asked for it. Or like they'll say, "Hey, our kids really, really loved these, and I think you will too because you're going to be traveling lots." So like they can tailor the advice to actually make sense because they know. But like yeah, the grocery store comments walking by are wild. They kind of go in one ear and out the other.
How many old gypsies have rubbed your belly saying you're having a boy?
Oh, not okay. No one has rubbed my belly, thankfully, but yeah,
It's such a weird play. Just random people going, oh, how far along are you? I think I felt a kick. This is assault. Get your hands off of me.
I think if it happened from a stranger, like my friends and stuff will, and I'm perfectly comfortable with that, obviously.
They're listening in, trying to hear the ocean.
Yeah. If I think if a stranger ever did that to me, I would do it back to them.
Oh, so random, so weird. Last Rodeo, as mentioned, a new single that has just been released by Jess Moskaluke. You could find it everywhere on all the services and the providers and such. How's vlogging with Jess Moskaluke coming along? And by the way, do you see yourself keeping up with Jess Moskaluke online as you're taking this hiatus for a number of months?
A number of months.
This
Do
is
you
what I
know me at
hear.
all?
Pardon me?
Well, so I'll answer those questions in order.
Okay.
Vlogging is not going well.
Why? You do, as a nail technician, I think you do very well.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I haven't been doing a ton of it. I started and it just kind of felt like there wasn't a ton of like traffic to it and stuff, which is perfectly fine. But then I realized it's a ton of work
Yeah.
for not a lot of. So I'm sorry to those, few people that were enjoying it, but it's not worth it. So we'll put our efforts into other things. The
I'll just add
second
on
part,
to that. Like to do a
yeah,
2 minute long video takes hours.
hours to make. Sometimes to make a 30-second lip sync on TikTok can take hours.
Well, you're
Or maybe.
pretentious though. You have special needs. I am just of special needs. So I can probably do it a fraction faster.
Oh man, yeah, I'm probably a little too picky. That's probably a me problem.
That's good.
What was the second part of that? Am I going to keep up with my
No, what
social
we just said
media?
about socials and stuff, because that's another thing that I know is so important. It seems to so
Yeah.
many artists today. And it's a really weird world where, an A&R executive is looking at an artist assigned to a label. And one of the questions that will come up inevitably, how many followers do they have on social? It's like, how about
Yeah.
Jess Moskaluke has a great voice? How about
I
she's really good on stage? Let's worry about the social thing in decades from now or never from now.
It's kind of crazy, isn't it? It's almost flip-flopped to what it was. The record labels and stuff want the artists to build their brand and their audience, and then they'll sign them. Versus before, it was kind of like, let's help you do that. I think there's still a little bit of both, but yeah, social media is a massive, massive thing. It always has been, but I think now more than ever. I'm gonna try to keep up my online, presence as best I can because I really do genuinely enjoy connecting with my audience in that way. But it is really easy to get burnt out on it because, like we kind of touched on, like you're recording stuff, editing stuff, posting it, and then trying to like sometimes even just coming up with what to post can be a struggle. So I'll do my best, but maybe it might slow down for a little bit. But yeah, we'll see.
I know an individual who doesn't post online, but looks at TikTok all day to a point where her hand is sore from
Oh my
holding her
gosh.
phone. She's developed, I believe medically, it'll be diagnosed in the future as TikTok claw, where
Oh my gosh.
from just holding the phone for so many hours back to back, it's crazy how addictive that stuff can be for a lot of people. But I get it; it's entertainment, and if you want to watch that all night, then have at it. But you can pull it up on your TV. You don't have to watch it in your hand.
We need to get her like a brace or something that holds it,
Is
or
that a new tattoo on your hand as you're lifting up your TikTok claw?
probably maybe I can't remember if I had it before or after. I
I
have a
was always
couple.
looking at your eyes, I guess.
That's very nice of you. What a kind thing to say. What a kind thing of you to imagine if you were staring at my hands and we were talking and I had to say, "Hey, Leak, up here," but
Yeah.
you're looking at my hands. What a weird thing.
Also a possibility in the future. Because you are a nail technician, this could be a certified nail technician, I believe, from the University of Phoenix. Did it all online.
Yes, University of Phoenix.
I'll be honest that because I know, and I just discovered this the last time we had the conversation, because I now know this, when you come up in conversation or I see something about you online, I immediately look at my hands and I want to put them in mitts. Like these
That's
must
cool.
go away.
I can get you some press-ons.
I don't need anything more. I think I'm getting to the point where I need it to be less, and because it can't look like at any point I can just climb up a tree because I've got these long claws on me.
Right.
That's where I need your supervision and your assistance next time. That'll
Sure.
be the next big sensation. Jess does your nails.
That sounds really nice.
Very.
Yeah, I think we could work on that.
You've probably seen some pretty gnarly things on feet and hands.
I never really did too many like pedicure situations.
Dudes' feet are
Um,
gnarly.
what's that?
Dudes' feet are gnarly. Ladies
Yeah.
do such a better job.
Yeah, dudes should be taking care of their feet too. It's good for you. It's healthy.
Makes you taller.
It makes you taller. That's a fact.
So Jess, but I heard you're taking it's gonna be a break. How long are you, say, stepping away from, or am I just reading wrong?
I think so. Well, I mean, I guess it depends on what you think is a break. My due date is April 16th. So obviously not sure could happen before or after that. And my first show back is June 13th.
Oh, so there's no break at all.
Yeah, so like if I go late, it's possible that I'm not physically recovered. So we'll see. Like
No,
obviously everyone's been really good and there's some
you
wiggle
would have
room
to
and
be like
stuff, but
4 months late to have some recovery issues. You're going to be fine.
yeah, we'll see.
Are you
So
scared?
am I scared? Absolutely. Yeah. That's a scary thing. I'm really excited, but I'm scared about like all of it to be I think I'm the kind of person that's scared of the unknown. And once I can dive in, I'm okay. But yeah, like it's just a lot. Like and especially with almost no break after, like I'm learning a whole new role and a whole new chapter in life. I'm learning a new role in my marriage. I'm learning a new role in my career. Like everything changes in an instant and you really have to I have to figure it out quicker than most women, I think, because most women get 12 to 18 months and they've got no work in that period and then they just go back and their kid's a year old. When I go back to work, my kid will be 6, 7, 8 weeks old. And I'll probably have been working, remotely during those 6, 7, 8 weeks. So I'm nervous about it, but we'll see what we can do. And I think that all we can do is like adjust the plan along the way. So
Well, the nice thing too is you also have family that is
yeah.
right there.
Mhm.
That's a huge thing for a lot of people who are going through this process. I have to tell you a story though. I was on a flight to Austin, Texas, and I was sitting beside a woman who was just sobbing. I'm like, oh no, what is going on? Do I want to engage with this person? Because nothing I can say is going to be good. She could be a terrorist, and maybe she's really upset about the plan.
Oh man.
You don't, so I don't want to engage, they're
Yeah,
there.
totally.
Can I help? Well, it comes out that, like you said, there are some people who are with their child for a year and a half in Canada, whereas in the US, you might only get 3 months.
Yeah.
Well, this was this woman's first road trip after 3 months. And I was just like, huh, it's really too bad that you're telling the wrong guy. I think this
Maybe you were the right guy. Maybe she needed someone like you.
maybe she did seem to stop with the sobbing a little bit. I had a moment actually recently with somebody was kind of having a freak out moment. I just said to them, "Yeah, get over it." And they wanted, but they
Sometimes you need to
wanted
hear
like, can I just cry on your shoulder? I'm like, nope, shoulder's not available right now.
it.
It's tied up for the next 6 to 10 weeks.
You're lucky I'm not having a very teary day.
I I am, yes.
Yeah.
So have you picked out lullabies? Have you got all those songs? Because who better than Jess Moskaluke to be a mom to sing you to sleep? But hopefully the child goes to sleep and doesn't engage with you and say, let's go. There's
I'm
three
gonna
more songs in
harmonize.
this
Yeah.
set, right?
Yeah. Well, the crazy thing is, because I toured this fall on the Life for Me tour, and it was the longest tour I've ever done, the busiest tour I've ever done, the most all like, and I was in my first trimester. So I'm kind of wondering if maybe those lullabies should just be like soft a cappella versions of my own songs, because the baby would have heard those songs every single night for 2 months.
Definitely understands beats because of the bass thumping on stage,
Yes, I think
rattling
so.
that cage.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe there won't be soft versions of it. Maybe lullabies will be the opposite. They'll just be like a rave in our house.
What's okay, quickly, last thing about, child and birth and all of that until I think of 10 more questions. What is something that somebody has said to you about this process and you're like, okay, crazy witch doctor, I'll get right on that.
Gosh, I don't know because so much of it, if it doesn't seem like I need it in here, it just goes away.
Just
I have to be
immediately
so
deleted.
selective. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know that there's been anything like overly crazy. I've also over the last like we held on to the information that we were expecting for longer than I think a lot of people do. Just there's not a lot of, we were talking about social media earlier, and there's not a lot of privacy that we have in our lives. And so we held on to this a little longer because it's so special and we just wanted to share it with us and our friends and family. So we didn't share the news until January. So I think a lot of people, and then in January, I was not as busy. I wasn't on the road. So I kind of was able to just be a little bit of a hermit in my own house. So I haven't had too much crazy information from people because they haven't seen me out and about, which has been really nice.
Are
Would
your
recommend.
dingbat friends looking for a big baby reveal?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Do you ever see those online? The
No.
baby
Would
reveals?
like a gender reveal, do you
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, sorry, a gender
Oh,
reveal. Yeah.
yeah. I was like, the baby will be revealed in April, but
Ladies and gentlemen, the child.
yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. No, we're not doing a gender reveal. We don't know the gender. The only person that does besides my doctor is my best friend, who is the ultrasound tech. And she knows that we don't want to know. So
She didn't even slip it to you.
she's done awesome. I've been avoiding her.
Because even when they say they won't slip it to you, they sometimes just in their phrasing do without intention.
Yeah.
Well, she's going to like this kind of dress when she's like, she? Where did you come up with the she part? We didn't say he or she yet, but you have. Baby reveal, gender reveal.
Baby reveal. We have been saying he or she a lot, just depending on what we think it is that day or what comes out. So, and also Courtney, my friend, knows that we genuinely don't want to know. So I think like she's probably being extra cautious, but also so are we. We're not reading into
It's
any
such
of
a
that.
weird thing.
So
I find that to be so weird because
so many people find out now.
well, I just say as the parent and you want to get the clothing for the child and the room ready. Okay, what's the color scheme? What's being put up on the walls? What's the prints, the arts? And now so you're just going out neutral.
We are going neutral, which is fine because that's kind of our vibe anyway.
Here's
But
a nice taupe.
again,
Enjoy your room.
here you go. Well, but the other thing is one benefit of this renovate or this addition that we're building onto the house is that it's delayed, which is just so great. But we can put those finishing touches in terms of color in afterwards, when baby's here and we know what they are and who they are.
So when you have the show that's coming up in June, whereabouts are you playing, by the way? Is that part of Stampede or sorry, where is that?
That one, I don't know if it's been announced yet, but I'll say it's in Saskatchewan. It's driving distance, which is nice.
Do you think that you're going to get a little bit stir crazy at some point and start like jotting down new lyrics, start thinking about new ideas? Are you just going to stay down the path of sticking away from it just to get your mind into a reset mode?
I honestly don't know. I could see it going either way really easily. And maybe it'll kind of go, both ways depending on the day. I can see myself getting stir crazy, probably in the beginning when they're sleeping a ton. But I don't know. It's really hard to say. I also, don't want to wish away that time. There's so little of it for us. So hopefully I can just appreciate the 45 seconds that I have off and I can really, just enjoy it.
Okay, so let's talk about the tour that you wrapped up last fall. Your first basically coast to coast. What was the one learning thing that you learned about Jess Moskaluke on that tour? You've done all kinds of tours with the band, but nothing as extensive. Did you discover something new about Jess on the road?
I think that what the biggest takeaway that I had wasn't necessarily about me personally, but about, if I could say, Jess Moskaluke as a whole and a company and a group of people like my band and everything. That tour was incredible. I'm so glad we did it. It was amazing to see the country and get to, know that many fans. It was too long. It's so easy to get so exhausted and burnt out for everybody. And I think that, the excitement is a lot easier to keep up every single night if we should have broken that into 2 legs, I think. So it was way too long. Like I was gone for 2 months straight. So
you get into some parts of the world that you may have never seen before and you're like, I'm already over it. I'm ready to go home.
It takes away from it, which is such a shame because, you dream about this kind of thing and I'm so proud of everything that we've done and accomplished. And I really genuinely love touring. But when you're just so tired and just really giving it everything you got just to show up, sometimes it was, and it's not fair to the fans either. Like, I feel confident that we put on a good show every single night no matter what, but like it was too long for our own like mental health and just abilities, and I think it would have been even more enjoyable had we split it up a little bit.
You're just being super critical of yourself, and I know a lot of bands do that, where they go out on stage and don't feel like they gave it all in some moments. I promise 99%, maybe even 100% of the fans who came out that night did not know otherwise. And
I hope so.
Lots of great socials about the tour too. So I thought that's a positive sign. You know,
Yeah.
people talking about it, people doing it. I just know that some bands, when they get out on the road and they're like, oh man, we didn't take advantage of seeing all of Halifax. And then there's other bands who are like, we drank way too much in Halifax and this is a horrible experience. We wrecked it. But you saying that you were tired and you were giving it your all, you weren't even drinking. There was no wine. So maybe that's it. Maybe Jess Moskaluke can go out on tour for a year and a half, but it has to be with the right amount of wine. I didn't say drunk, but the right amount of wine.
Yeah, I mean, but that's true too about, you make a good point about not seeing enough of the cities, and that is one of the coolest parts too. But when you've got a show one day and the next day and the next day for 6 or 7 days in a row, you're just getting there, setting up, sound checking, grabbing a quick bite to eat, getting ready, playing the show, tearing down, and leaving that night. So you're not able to. So again, had we split it up, had a little bit more room to breathe between, we would have not only probably enjoyed it more because we've also enjoyed the city, that day, but we would have been a little more rested. So that was one really important lesson, I think. Sometimes you got to learn things the hard way.
You say that now, but come next August, you'll be looking at that young child at the tender age of 4 months, and you will say to that child, look it in the eye and say, you're on your own, kid. I'm going on the road for 2 months.
Have fun with your dad.
Yeah. Get used to sitting in the box all day. Well, Jess, congratulations. New music, last rodeo, a phrase that is thrown around maybe too much amongst the non-rodeo crowd. Well, it's not my first rodeo. You've never done a rodeo, so you're not allowed to say it. But last rodeo, I know you've performed at rodeos, so you're allowed to do all of that.
Thank you. I feel very privileged.
I've given you a blessing.
There's no one to give a better rodeo blessing than me, Jeff Leake.
In the name of the Leake, the Sun, and the Jess Moskaluke.
Yeah.
Thanks for doing this today, and I look forward to seeing all the photos. And please let me know the baby reveal so I know what to get you. Probably something baby related.
We'll need you to MC the baby reveal.
Yes, it's like the Lion King moment when you're holding up Simba or whatever. Anyhow,
that's exactly what I picture. Yeah, so we'll give you a shout when we need you for that.
Excellent, Jess. Thanks for doing this. Have an awesome day. And Last Rodeo available everywhere. Great stuff, and we'll check in with you real soon.
Thanks, buddy. That was fun.
Follow Music Row on X at Music Row Country, on Instagram at Music Row Official. Music Row is produced by Shed of Dreams.